to this mental picture and close out. Life, the human life that is, as it takes, germinates, and begins to grow through its stages of development, is also a sign. We won't deal with it in its completion, but Allah has told us in the Quran that there are 7 graves above you and a matching number in yourselves. But we're just looking at one idea here, and really for this idea, you can go to the Bible. It's not necessary to go to the Bible. If you remember reading this kind of idea in the Bible, then good. If you don't, then there's no good need to go there, because if you go there, you're like going into a 60 feet deep, foot deep hole of the baddest snakes on earth. Now, I wouldn't want to go down there. Too big a risk. The Bible speaks of deliverance, birth, freedom, and deliverance. Might not call it freedom and deliverance, but that's what it's talking about. And it says of so-called Jews or Hebrews that when God found them, He found them wallowing in their own blood, and the navel cord had not yet been cut. Now, let us think about this. The baby in the womb of this mother is protected by the water around it. The water around it is a kind of a cushion to keep it comfortable and nice, and in case there's some blow to the mother's abdomen, it does not give direct shock to the baby. The water is a kind of shield or protection. When the baby is delivered, the time when the baby's put the baby delivered, the water breaks. Right? The water breaks. And the water flows, you see. The baby finally taken from the mother. And the baby is taken from the mother, there's blood on the water, blood on the baby, right? Okay, what came first? Water. Then blood. Right? Then the baby. Right? The water that the baby came in, you don't want that water. And the blood that is on the baby, we don't want that blood. The water, we don't want it. It served its purpose. It had its place for that period of time when the life was developing in the womb. The blood now is on the baby. The baby was being fed from the placenta. The baby was being fed from the blood of the mother. But we don't want that, do we? So watch it on. Lastly, there's a navel cord. The baby is still attached to his mother. And because of this attachment to his mother, oxygen is being fed to the baby. Is that right? But we don't want that oxygen. We cut that, even that cord. Cut the navel cord, right? Cut the navel cord. Now the baby is independent. The baby is on his own. The baby has let the water go. The baby has gotten free of the blood. The baby has gotten free of breathing from his mother. It is on its own. What does this tell us? This tells us that this stage of development in religious knowledge represents the end of one kind of dependency and the beginning of a new development. The first kind of dependency in water represents that kind of blind, emotional, obedience that we have. And the blood representing the drive, the natural instinctive drive in us. We have hunger for food. We know we need money. We know we need this. And this is driving us. Some of us know we need to have some religion in our life. And this is driving us. But where is the wisdom? Where is the science? Where is the sense? It's not there. Some of us are going to the service and we are having a lot of spiritual excitement and everything. Oh, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. We're giving our spiritual excitement to God. That's just instinctive. It's in the instinct, in the natural instincts of the human being to have spiritual jubilation, to have a spiritual conscience, where you obey something and follow it spiritually. You see? Spiritual excitement, spiritual jubilation, spiritual obedience. This is instinctive. Appetite for food, water, drink, material comfort for a woman, all instinctive. So you have to leave off one water, leave off one blood, leave off one dependency for air. You have to leave it behind you in order to take on an independent growth. Until my leadership, you were nothing but a society in the womb of some other society, with no independent life. You were just resting in the waterbed of some other knowledge that was not your own. You had the drive of the common animal for the material things of this world. Isn't that a fact? Oh, yes. And your spirit was the spirit of the world.